Be confident in articulating your accomplishments in your resume, your CV. Welcome to this powerful session on one of the most overlooked and frankly underutilized elements of your resume, articulating your accomplishments, your performance, your achievements. In this video, I'm going to challenge you to stop hiding your achievements behind vague and boring job descriptions and timid phrasing. It's time to stop underselling yourself. Don't be humble. Don't hold back. But I cannot stress this enough. Don't embellish or lie. This is about truth, clarity, and confidence in you articulating the results you've delivered throughout your career. I'm Martin Buckland, a global executive resume and CV writer and a global executive career management practitioner. Your resume is a marketing document. It's your window to the world. Let's start with a simple, undeniable truth. Your resume is not a historical document. It's not a biography. It's a marketing document, just like any marketing piece, whether it's a product brochure or a website. You need to position your value clearly and powerfully. The moment you have to present your resume, your CV, you are a salesperson selling you. Your resume exists for one purpose, to sell you. It's not a list of your duties. It's a concise business case for why a company should hire you over the other candidates. Here's the reality. No one cares about the day-to-day tasks you performed. Sure, you showed up at work and did your job. Great, big deal. But that's not why you're in the room. The reason you are invited to the interview is because you've made an impact with that resume, that CV. You've delivered measurable results and shown them on that resume, CV. So what are you selling is your ability to solve business problems and much more, whether it's by increasing profits, streamlining operations, or turning around a struggling team or entity. Don't be timid. Own and be proud of your achievements. I've worked with countless executives, C-suite leaders, vice president level, director level, and one thing I can tell you with certainty is that the biggest mistake most professionals make is downplaying, trying to hide their achievements. They're often far too humble. Here's a phrase I hear too often. But Martin, I don't want to sound arrogant. I don't want to brag. Let me set you straight. This isn't about arrogance. It's about owning the impact that you have made. Be proud of it. It's about acknowledging that, yes, you've achieved extraordinary results and that those results have played a huge role in your company's success and your career success. If you led a successful turnaround that saved your organization 10 million, say it. If you were the visionary behind a product launch that generated 50 million in new revenue, shout it out from the rooftops. Make it clear. Be proud of that achievement. You don't need to be modest about your achievements. As long as they are real, measurable, and relevant. You can't afford to be shy about your wins. Own them and be proud of them. So, what are the consequences of humility? Let's dive into why this matters. The simple fact is that when you fail to highlight your accomplishments properly, you are diminishing your value, your worth. You might be afraid of sounding boastful, but the reality is this: the hiring manager, The recruiter or the business leader reviewing your resume, your CV, has no idea about your track record until you tell them, until you articulate it. They don't know what you did, what you achieved, and what you can bring to ABC Company, their company. All they see is a few bullet points. And if those bullet points don't communicate your value, your worth, your performance, then you are effectively allowing someone else to write your narrative. Do you want that? This is the danger of humility. It leaves the door open for others to guess your impact. And guess what? Guessing doesn't work. Your resume, your CV should state your achievements loud and clear. Don't embellish, don't lie. So let's shift gears for a moment and talk about the opposite issue, embellishment and dishonesty. Sadly, it happens quite a bit. I've heard people say, just exaggerate a little to stand out. Just exaggerate a little to stand out. That is a huge mistake. If you're tempted to exaggerate your experience, stop, halt. If you are even considering making up a statistic or claiming a win that you didn't happen, stop right there. Honesty is the foundation and the backbone of your career. Your achievements should be rooted in truth, no fiction. If you stretch the truth or fabricate accomplishments, you risk being caught out, and many people have been caught out. In today's digital world, it's easier than ever for potential employers and executive recruiters to verify your claims. Don't do it. Stick to the facts. Present your accomplishments as they truly are, with pride and with honor. Business leaders undersell themselves because they talk about why so many senior professionals fail to articulate their accomplishments effectively. It's not just about being humble or too modest. In many cases, business leaders just don't understand the power of their own stories. They are so immersed in the day-to-day challenges of leading that they forget to take a step back and assess what they've truly achieved. It's amazing how many people don't articulate to me when I'm interviewing people their accomplishments. It's very scary. So think about this. You've been steering the ship through rough waters, managing mergers and acquisitions and restructures. You've been at the helm when the company grew 30% year over year, or when you saved 15 million through operational efficiencies. Yet when it comes to writing it down, those wins, you tend to write managed team, led project, or responsible for budgeting. Articulate those accomplishments. This is where most executives fail. They focus on responsibilities, not the results. But what really sets you apart is the impact of what you have done, not the list of tasks you have handled. The power of metrics. Here is the thing about metrics. They are the golden ticket to an interview. When you can quantify your success, whether it's revenue growth, cost savings, productivity increases, or team retention, and many things more, you instantly elevate your story and candidacy. Numbers speak volumes. They make your impact look tangible. They demonstrate that you didn't just do your job, you excelled at it. For example, instead of writing improved operational efficiency, try improved operational efficiency by 27%, resulting in a $3.5 million annual savings. See the difference? One is vague, the other is powerful and measurable. Which one would you hire? So frame your accomplishments like a story. As a resume writer, I now call myself a storyteller, not a resume writer or a CV writer. If you want your resume to stand out, you need to tell winning career stories fast. And the best way is to use the STAR method. Situation: what was the challenge? Task: what were you responsible for? Action: what did you do? The result: what happened? And include those metrics, those numbers, revenue growth, cost savings, efficiency, etc. The list goes on and on. This is what is going to seal the deal and you get the job offer. So here's a quick example. Led global expansion, that's the situation. Tasked with opening 3 new markets, that's the task. Built partnerships and negotiated contracts, that's the action, resulting in 22 million in new revenue under 12 months. That's the result. So does that sound good? This is a power statement. Here's another example. Led a complete restructuring of the supply chain to address rising costs, negotiated new contracts with suppliers, and implemented lean inventory practices, reduced operational costs by 15%, saving $5 million annually. Simple, clear, impactful. So why do STAR stories matter? Because in a competitive job market, you don't have the luxury of waiting for somebody to discover your accomplishments. If you fail to communicate, articulate your achievements, you're leaving your career and your future in the hands of someone else. You don't want to do that. You want to be very proactive. A well-crafted resume, CV, is your opportunity to take control, to own your narrative, and to prove that you're the solution for your next employer's needs. You will be recruited for your performance, not your responsibilities. So here is the takeaway from this video. Don't be timid. Own your accomplishments. Don't embellish or lie, but be confident in what you've achieved. Be proud of what you've achieved. And above all, make sure your resume tells that story. Your future depends on that. I'm Martin Buckland. Your career is your business, and manage it like a business. If you want more actionable advice on personal branding, resume, CV writing, and how to truly stand out in your career, head to my YouTube channel, Martin Buckland, and press the subscribe button and the bell button where you won't miss any video that's coming up next. And I'm going to shoot several videos in the next few days. So please go to my YouTube channel, Martin Buckland. So what did you learn today? Are you now going to embrace performance, your achievements, your accomplishments, and put them in your resume, and also put them on your LinkedIn? I hope you will.